And action.
Hi guys, welcome back to yet another gem distant but social session. We hope that you've missed us over the last few weeks where we've had a bit of a quiet time. We've certainly missed you guys, but Andy and I have particularly enjoyed having a bit of a break away from music stuff. So we feel quite rested after that, don't we?
Yes.
So, yeah, that's been pretty good. And Bob, what have you been up to over the last few weeks?
Always work.
Of course.
It's just the way it goes. A few days a week. This retirement business is pretty hard work, I can tell you.
Typical.
And also during this period, number 7 grandchild arrived.
Oh,
which
fantastic.
it's lovely.
Congratulations.
Number 7, and this time is a bridal. We've got all the other grandchildren at either Helms or Ewins. But this is a little baby boy with a bridal surname.
First bridal grandchild.
Yes, yeah, Matthew.
Does that mean you're going to show him special treatment?
No. We treat everything.
Not. You can't have favourites.
They're all treated very, very the same.
What do they call you, Bob?
I am Grandpa.
Grandpa.
Grandpa, that's it.
I can see that actually.
Yeah. That's sort of reasonably modern, isn't it?
Is there a pecking order? It's like Granddad is one above Grandpa?
No. Grandpa is, I think, is the main man.
Top of the chain.
Top of the chain. Yeah.
Okay. And who's to argue with that? Anyway, the other thing that we've been doing while we've been having a bit of a break is we've been learning some new stuff, and we're going to play one of those for you this evening. So actually, I've got quite an easy job tonight because I'm not the main vocalist on either of these songs, so I can just sort of like put my feet up and just dip in and
smile
add a few
at the
backing
camera.
vocals every now and again, and
famous
that's
last
me
words.
done. So yeah, now I've said that, I've got a quite simple life. I'm probably going to get it all horribly wrong and cock it up now, aren't I? But hopefully not. So yeah, we've got a brand new one for you, and then we've got one from one of our sort of like all-time favourites that we've played for quite a while. One of Bob's favourites. He usually gets carried away with this one. So, but first off, we're going to do the new one, which is a song that was made famous by Blake Shelton. And I can't remember the name of the guy that actually wrote it. Andy's going to tell me.
Devon Dawson.
And
a couple of colleagues.
And a couple of other people who sort of like co-wrote it. And this is a fantastic tune called God's Country. So we're going to kick off with that one, and we hope you enjoy.
Right outside of this one church town, there's a cold dirt road to a whole lot of nothing. Got a deed to the land, but it ain't my ground. This is God's country. We pray for rain and thank Him when it's falling, 'cause it brings a rain and a little bit of money. We put it back in a plate, I guess that's why they call it God's country. I saw the light in a sunrise, sitting back in a 40 on the muddy riverside, getting baptized in holy water and shine with the dogs running. Saved by the sound of the pin-found Dixie whistle in the wind that'll get you heaven bound. The devil went down to Georgia, but he didn't stick around. This is God's country. We turn the dirt and work until the week's done. We take a break and break bread on the Sunday, then do it all again, 'cause we're proud to be from God's country. I saw the light in a sunrise, sitting back in a 40 on the muddy riverside, getting baptized in holy water and shine with the dogs running. Saved by the sound of the then-found Dixie whistle in the wind that'll get you heaven bound. The devil went down to Georgia, but he didn't stick around. This is God's country. I don't care what my headstone reads or what kind of pine wood box I end up in. When it's my time, lay me 6 feet deep in God's country. I saw the light in a sunrise, sitting back in a 40 on the muddy riverside, getting baptized in holy water and shine with the dogs running. Saved by the sound of the been found Dixie whistle in the wind that'll get you heaven bound. The devil went down to Georgia, but he didn't stick around. This is God's country. I saw the light and a sunrise, sitting back in a 40 on the muddy riverside, getting baptized in holy water and shine with the dogs running. Saved by the sound of a been found Dixie whistle in the wind that'll get you heaven bound. The devil went down to Georgia, but he didn't stick around. This is God's country.
Good job, guys.
God, I didn't realise you had such a husky voice, baby.
There's so many words in that.
There is, as you'll notice, it was quite wordy, and you know the whole rhythm of the words can be quite difficult. So Andy's done a fantastic job with that because
I've spent many weeks learning
he's
that.
Spent many weeks trying to get that all right. So we hope you feel he's done it justice. We're certainly happy with it, aren't we, Bob? So
Yeah, I really
we
like
hope you
that song.
enjoyed that.
Really like that song.
And so that's going to become a new one in the gem set, if and when we were ever allowed to play out live again.
Yeah, and the other thing is that I think you need to just play that once or twice or 3 times or 4 times, and it really gets into your soul.
It does. It
just
becomes
really
a bit of
gets
an
you.
earworm. It's sort of like, it's one of those songs that when I first heard it, probably last year, to be fair, I think it was towards the end of last year I heard it and I was like, oh my God, I love it. And sort of like I played it to the guys and they were like, oh, yeah, it's all right. Not really us though. And then, but it grows on you, doesn't it? And then Andy came to the table with it and he was like, oh, there's this fantastic song. And I was like, oh,
And he's got the voice. He's got the voice for it, hasn't he? He
so,
really has. Yeah.
So yeah, it's a real grower. So if you're not that keen, first listen to it a few more times, and I promise you, it'll definitely grow on you. At least we hope it does, because we really like it. So it's staying. So so there we go. So that's it for the new one for this week. But we're now going to go on to something more familiar. And as I said, this is one of Bob's favourites. And those of you that have seen this many times, this is the one where Bob can get a bit carried away and out of time with the beat, because he just gets all overexcited with it. But that was in the days before the in-ears. And I have to say, it has improved immensely since we got the in-ear monitoring.
Money
because
well
obviously
spent.
He can hear it properly, which means that it keeps him in time a little bit better.
That's the trouble with being a
So-
grandpa. You get really deaf when you get to that stage in your life.
Very true. So so this next one is what's George Ezra?
George
That's
Ezra,
the guy's
yes.
name. This one's a little bit of George Ezra, and again, this is one that we tend to play towards the end of the evening when everybody's sort of like having fun and had a few drinks and they're well oiled and they join in quite raucously. So we hope that you're not going to let us down at home and that you're going to do that. Okay, so this is George Ezra, and well, it's not. It's us, but it's our version of George Ezra's "Blame It on Me."
The garden was blessed by Gobson, me and you. We headed west to find ourselves some truth. Oh, what you waiting for? What you waiting for? We counted all our reasons, excuses that we made. We found ourselves some treasure, threw it all away. Oh, what you waiting for? What you waiting for? What you waiting for? What you waiting for? blame it on me. What you waiting for? What you waiting for? Caught in the tide of blossom, caught in the carnival. Your confidence forgotten, I see the gypsies run. Oh, what you waiting for? What you waiting for? What you waiting for? What you waiting for? When you hear George Ezra's version, that is so different.
It is actually, isn't it? Sometimes you're like, well, it's like with any of the ones that we do them so often in my head that becomes how it should sound.
Yeah, the normal. Yeah.
That becomes the norm, and then when you do hear the original, you're like, oh my goodness, it is completely different. So, but as long as people like our version, I think that's all that matters.
Well,
we like
yeah,
our
that's
version,
right. It always gets a big cheer at the end of the song, doesn't it?
Indeed.
Yeah.
So sadly, that brings us to the end of this week's session. So we're going to have another few weeks break, and we'll be doing some more learning, some more rehearsing in the meantime, and hopefully next session we'll have another new one for you. That's the aim, at least.
That's right. If I can get the harmony right.
Yeah, if we can get it right. It's proving to be a bit more challenging than we had first thought. Our plans for the next one. Yes. We will do our best for you, and we hope to be back with something new very soon. But in the meantime, look after yourselves, guys, and as always, stay safe. Okay, take care, and we'll see you really soon. Okay, bye.
Bye.